Hi, my name is Christopher David Mitchell. I'm a coach, and today we're going to be talking about the problem of positivity. Just think positive. Be more positive. We're going to dive deep into why thinking positive and just being positive all the time is not the best advice to give someone and actually is more detrimental to your happiness as a human being. So before we start, of course, I do believe in positivity to an extent, but there's a nuance to it that I think is important. But yes, of course, positive thinking raises your energy, raises your vibration, generally makes you happier, and there's power in positive thinking for where you are in your life and where you want to go in the future, a positive vision for your future. I totally get all that. But where I have an issue is this sort of toxic positivity, as I'll call it. All the books like The Secret and all this law of attraction, there's some good stuff in there, but I don't think it's nuanced and complex enough about what positivity really means. And where it can do some harm is when it's positivity over reality, over real feelings. So you can be positive, that's great, but not at the cost if it's not true to you, if it's not true to how you feel. The big problem with just always trying to be positive and trying to think positive is that if that's not true in the moment, if that's not a true situation, it's actually detrimental, because what it does is you're actually not being authentic with the feelings you're feeling as a human being, and you're sort of trying to just put a nice surface over something, like I'll just think positive about it, without actually going deep into how you really feel about something. I'll give a concrete example in a sec, but it's almost like sweeping the problem under the rug again by just thinking, oh, I'll just think positive. And all this is down from my experience of gone through some not positive times, i.e., life-saving health operations, being in hospital. It's difficult when you're in hospital because people don't know what to say. And people are just like, it'll all get better soon. And I know they mean well, but there was a lot of think positive, and at the end of the day, I was on my deathbed. And sometimes people will relate to this, I think, who've been through something quite major, and actually, I just want the truth. I just want the reality that right now I'm really struggling. And right now I'm scared. Not think positive, that's really detrimental at the time. And if I had have just thought positive, then I wouldn't be true. I wouldn't have been true to what I was really feeling at the time. Yes, you can come out the other side and feel grateful and look back in a different way and find meaning in it, of course. But sometimes life just is tough. Sometimes life is just not going well. Sometimes you are scared. Sometimes you feel shame. Sometimes you feel down. And the way to actually get out of that is to face it head on for a bit, go through it, and then come out the other side, and then you don't feel that anymore. Not to mask it with a think positive feeling on the top and never really finding out why you feel that emotion, Being able to master your emotions is key, but even before that, being able to be aware of just what emotions you're feeling, to be really in tune with how you feel, is one of the keys to growth and self-development. And you can't do that if your default positivity that you think, oh, well, I'll just think positive about it, you never really tap into the connection of what you're truly feeling as a human being. You can never really fully feel that emotion and then go through it in order to move on, and you can never really heal. So this is my problem with positivity, believe it or not. Like I say, there's power in positivity. There's loads of great things, but the truth of the matter is authenticity is more important than positivity, because positivity, if it's what you truly feel, great, express it. But if you're trying to be positive when actually you authentically feel a different emotion, then you're going to go sideways. You're going to be so disconnected from yourself. And like I say, being connected to yourself is, a spiritual practice, self-awareness. And that's one of the keys to growth. I don't want you to be negative here. I just want you to be real. I just want you to be authentic. And I just want you to be aware of when you feel something, actually feel it. Like if you feel sad, allow yourself to be sad for a day. If you feel upset, like allow yourself to do that. There's this whole thing you see in society where we're so disconnected from our true selves. We're so disconnected from our true emotions because society doesn't want us to fully express that. So, a classic example is, if someone said to you at work, how are you feeling today? And you said, I'm feeling quite a bit of shame and guilty about something. That doesn't happen. It's seen as the done thing in society. Just go, yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, great, thanks. Everyone's trying to keep on a positive face. Everyone's trying to look good on Instagram. Everyone's trying to keep up their great persona of their life, which sounds like it's the right path to go down, but it's actually not. The right path to go down is to actually be in tune with your emotions. Now, obviously, we do live in a society, so yeah, it probably would be weird at the moment to say to someone who says, how are you today? And I said, you know what, I'm feeling just a bit down, to be honest. But look at the change that's going on in the world. 30 years ago, no one talked about their true emotions, their feelings, their vulnerabilities. Look what's happening now. It's almost going the other way, where everyone's expressing themselves more. Everyone's expressing more authenticity, vulnerability. People are talking about mental health, etc., etc. That's a changing of the system where people are starting to shift in their development to a more advanced way of being, which is authenticity, which is expression of your true feelings. This whole thing of always trying to be positive and always trying to keep up, a positive outlook is usually not how real life goes. And it's better to be real than positive all the time. So sometimes now if I'm feeling down, sometimes I'll be like, try and be grateful and be positive. But oftentimes, instead of just trying to be positive and sort of almost hide from what I'm truly feeling, I'll actually lean into it more and be like, okay, so if I feel shame or I feel down, why do I feel down? Why am I struggling a bit? Why do I feel demotivated today? Why do I feel shame around this situation? Then you actually hit the thing head on. You hit the issue head on and you can actually deal with it. And it's only then when you deal with your true emotions that then they really heal and go away. You can't deal with a true emotion of shame from just thinking positive. You have to sort of lean into it, not in a depressing way, but point is you have to face that, and you have to ask really deep questions about, okay, so I'm feeling this emotion of shame, it comes down to, and you have to sort of work through that. Positivity is like a positivity plaster or band-aid for my American viewers. Like, if there's a problem, you can put your positivity plaster over it, but it's not going to solve the core feeling and emotion that you're going through because it's not the truth. It's not the core of the matter. But if the true emotion is guilt, say, for example, like I say, as human beings, we express so many emotions. If the true emotion is guilt, then putting your positivity band-aid over that is not going to help. Well, it might temporarily make you think that everything's all right because you're just lying to yourself that everything's positive and everything's fine. But really, the only real way to deal with that real emotion of, say, guilt in this example is to face that head on and to do the introspection of asking yourself, why do I feel this? What's this about? Was this about a specific event? Is there something I haven't sorted in my life? Is there some, issue I've got with a relationship? And then you get to the core and then you can fix it and then move on. But personally, I would rather be authentically sad temporarily than a fake positive. I would, because I know that you can only fake it for so long. And that fakeness of trying to be positive, if it's authentically not a positive emotion you're feeling, will build up and up and up. And like I say, you'll be so disconnected then from yourself and your true feelings, your true being. And yeah, you're going to really struggle to develop as a person in life if you're not able to be fully connected to who you are. So that's it for today. I hope it's helped. Please give this video a like if you're feeling positive, and a dislike. I bet some people dislike this because I know some people are very attached to The Secret and the law of attraction. But I'm just telling you, I mean, people will tell you in the comments, if you're in hospital and you're struggling and someone says, just think positive when you're on your deathbed, and you know, it's not the right thing to hear. You want someone to come in with a reality of like, yeah, do you know what? Things are tough now, and this is what you're feeling, and how does it make you feel with the situation? That's what I needed someone to say to me. I said to me, how does it make you feel with what's happened? And then I can truly go through that. I can truly express that. And then there's positivity on the other side, but it's more real because I haven't actually got these other emotions bandying around that I haven't sorted out. So in the end, of course, I want positivity for you. Of course, I want positive future for you, and I believe in that. But it's just not at the expense of what's real to you and your authentic self. So till next time, give me a comment below if you've got anything to say on this one, and share it out to a friend who's maybe overtly positive, or maybe not, but maybe who you think isn't showing up in a real authentic way. Might help them. It certainly helped me. This advice I wish I had back in the day, because I think that part of the reason my healing went on so long was that I was denying my true feelings about it. And like I say, there's only so long you can put band-aids over the truth. To be able to be in touch with your true self is a superpower. Until next time, stay positive. No, stay real and authentic. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.